In this video, I'm going to show you how I make a really simple pumpkin facial. We've all got pumpkin on the brain right now. It's just that time of year. There's going to be leftover pumpkin from all of our recipes, so instead of it going to waste, let's make another useful product out of it. Although I will tell you, I used to put this canned pumpkin into my dog's food every night, and he had the most beautiful orange coat. He was a golden retriever and he loved his pumpkin, and it was so good for him. So you might consider giving your dog pumpkin also in their food, and then you can just take a little bit out to make your own little facial, because it doesn't take much. So for this recipe, we're going to, the basic recipe, I'm going to make a little extra because I'm going to keep it refrigerated and then I'll have it on hand. Your basic recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of pumpkin, half a teaspoon of honey, and half a teaspoon of milk. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bee pollen to mine because then it will give it a little bit of a scrub type of feature. So maybe a half a teaspoon of the bee pollen. But as I said, I'm going to size it up a little bit. So I will give you the final recipe in the down bar. So I've seen some of these videos online and everybody wants to take out the dairy component, the milk, and unfortunately, if you do that, it's not the same thing. The milk has lactose, and that particular sugar, as well as I think some of the enzymes in the dairy, are why this kind of a facial calls for you to use actual milk and not a dairy replacement. So if you make this, I would suggest going with the dairy milk to get your best results. But okay, let's measure it out and mix it up, and we'll see what it looks like. So there's the final consistency. I mean, this is not like going to be a thick type of a mask. It's not going to go on like a clay mask. I guess if you had some kaolin clay, you could add that. That might be really nice with it, but we're just going to basically look at it as being like just an enzyme mask, a pumpkin enzyme. So we're just going to put it on as a light facial, and then wash our face for the night or take our shower or whatever it is we're going to do. And I am not going to use this on camera. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm going to go ahead and put it into the little storage container I have. And this I'm going to keep refrigerated because it's the pumpkin and it has the milk, and that will need to be in the refrigerator. The honey and the bee pollen would be fine, but yeah, that's going to be kept refrigerated. So I'll probably use it tonight, and I will report back with you on the results in the morning.